Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Elite Racing Network here on YouTube for the Five Flags Speedway 2023 Snow Bash. This is race number 2 of the week, the last one, the big one, boys. We got the super late model tonight. Joining me in the booth here tonight is Nick Massey and our awesome producer, Dave Huckleberry. How you boys doing tonight? You ready to see some great racing? Did you guys get a chance to see what happened on Monday night? Yeah, but we got our money's worth. We wrecked a lot of cars on those 2 cautions. But here, taking a look, we're wrapping up qualifying here. We got about 2 minutes left in qualifying. Alex Coffey is currently the pole sitter at a 1672. We got some heavy hitters out here. Justin Fuller's out here. Ryan Gavel, Tate, Jeff Green's out here running. We got a lot of heavy hitters, boys. A lot of people that, this is an elite event, but there's a lot of people out here who are not in elite and who are just doing this as a one-off. So it will be interesting to see how it all goes, how it shakes out tonight. Yeah, they're not yet elite. That's perfect right there. They're trying to be elite. But we will see what happens. Like I mentioned about the Monday show, it was quite entertaining. Maybe not great racing, but it was quite entertaining. And I look for tonight to be the same. I'm not sure. Do you guys have a car count number here? Are we going to send anybody home tonight? I don't believe we ended up sending anybody home on Monday night.
I think we have 36 in here right now. I don't think we're sending anybody home, are we?
I'm not sure. I don't know what the number is that they're taking tonight, so we'll find out. I'll get that information to pass along.
Got a message that they can't hear Nick. Nick's not speaking, that I can hear him either.
Yeah, Nick has not yet spoke. Nick, can you speak for the people?
Zach Evans wants to hear your voice.
Oh, what's up, Zach? I am here. I would just taking care of some admin privileges here on the side here before we get rolling.
Yeah, we're getting ready. Nick's going to be the admin tonight, doing a little bit of booth duty, doing a little bit of admin duty. We had the pleasure of Josh joining us when he was admin on Monday night. Nick's going to be here, talk us through why he's given certain incidents, and it's going to be a little different. I'm sure you saw or have talked to Josh about, it's EOLs, it's not tallies. So you got a lot of power tonight, Nick. How are you going to use it?
Oh, we're dropping the hammer on these boys tonight. No regrets. No mercy.
Well, it should be pretty exciting here as we get ready. I guess, right?
So we got, there's the grid for whatever we're running right now, 13.
So Josh Clark. Okay, so 25th on back are going to race in this Consolation race here.
And the top 8 in this heat will advance. Minus Chris and Nick.
I believe I've been told 2 guys are going to go home.
That should be about right. 2. Because Gary Sexton is not going to run. Chris Wright's not running. Nick Massey's not.
Top 8. So top 8 will make
we'll have 10 cars out there, and 8 will go ahead.
So the lineup for this race goes like Josh Clark. We got Cal Naughton Jr. there rolling off P2. I hear he's a little bit hairy tonight. We got Frank Fody lined up 3rd. Caleb, Brandon Key, Mark Murphy, Ashley Ellison Jr., Carlos Acosta, and Caleb I'm not even. You know what? That's Caleb back there running out the field, and I believe Gary Sexton's going to start the race as well back there. So, you guys got any picks here? Who's going to win this consolation race? We saw Gerald win it on Monday night, and then almost won the whole event there. He drove up to the front and got caught up in one of those late wrecks.
Not
Uh,
sure. I would think I'm going to pick Brandon Key to win it. How's that?
I'm rolling with Josh Clark there, rolling from P1. I think it's gonna be tough to pass.
You know what? I'm gonna take Daddy Fody. He's putting in a lot of laps this week. He's been running real good. I think Tyler's been trying to help him out. Although Tyler Fody was told he was in the way on Monday night, so that was exciting. I'm gonna take Frank Fody getting it done today. This race right here as we
Now.
are pacing. And I'm not sure what sponsors. Do you have a sponsor? You know what sponsors we got tonight,
As
Dave?
far as we got Blue Egg and we got Worldwide Technology Raceway. Those are our sponsors.
Well, Blue Egg Marketing is the marketing department for small business. And then Gateway Worldwide Technology Raceway at the racetrack out in Madison, Illinois. It's a great facility. It's got a go-kart track. It's got everything. Puts on great NASCAR races and open wheel races. So get a chance to get out there and visit that speedway and do it. We are about a half a lap from the green right about now. Let's see who's going to get in here from this race. Oh, I had you guys make picks and I didn't. Oh, I did make a pick, right? Yeah. Yeah, I took Frank right there. Rolling off P3. Green flag is out. Great start right there for Josh Clark. He's going to get pulled away. Pretty even start all the way through the field. A single file out up at the front. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, all in line for the most part. Ooh, contact from Frank into Cal. Cal's way up the racetrack and in the wall. Not what he's looking for right there in the rowdy machine. Frank's taking no prisoners tonight, boys. Being super aggressive. He gets the second. Looks like he might be holding these boys up behind him there in third and fourth right now. So that is the battle. Frank Fody, Caleb, Brandon Key. All that's doing is letting Joshua Clark drive away.
Yeah, you only got 10. It's a short heat race, only 10 laps, and you got to get it done real quick. And we saw that out of Frank Fody getting in the back of Cal. Cal's probably not going to be too happy, like you said.
Yeah, I guess maybe he's hoping Cal don't make the race. Cal's back there racing around that spot. Now Frank's stuck up on the top. Brandon Key's going to get loose. It's going to allow Frank to get back down in line. Josh Clark continues to just drive away. Frank's now got a little bit of breathing room over Key. And we got Caleb, we got Mark Murphy. $50 laps. I thought it was 10 too.
I'm sorry, I misread the misread the top left. That's why I'm not the prime announcer up here, Dave. I'm only an admin.
Are you saying I shouldn't have listened? Is that what's happening there? I took your word for it, man. I thought you were a smart guy. That looks right.
Well, Frank was driving like there's 10 laps in this thing.
Maybe Frank was listening to us and he said, oh, only 10 laps? I got to go get this.
I think Tyler's in his ear telling him to use them up. Lap 1.
That's right. Maybe so. But right now, Josh Clark, 50 laps, might want to pace himself just a little bit as he continues to just open it up. Now, Nick, we saw Gerald almost win this thing on Monday night, coming from this race. So, what are some benefits? Obviously, you just want to make sure you're in the big race, but what are some benefits about running this race prior? Because we've seen guys do it in real life in the All-Star race. They'll come out of the open and go into the actual event and be the fastest car on the race.
Oh, we got a contact in the back. 8 cars going around off the front bumper of the 59.
Oh, and he gets clobbered. Oh, man. Oh, man. Old Cal over there got clobbered by the last car in line. And that is not what you want out of a race car right there, boys. Wow, that thing is really twisted up. looks like the 59. Let's see who's in. Caleb's going to get down there into Cal. Just a little contact, just enough to spin him right around. And then the 58. Who we got there? That's Michael Javier. Yeah, that 58 just came through and said, you know what? I think it's time for Cal's race to be over. Really didn't. I don't know. I really feel like no attempt made really to avoid the 8. I'm not sure there, boys. What's your take on that? Yeah, well, I think Chad's talking about what we were talking about right there. You know, like it's. Yeah, Nick. Typically, what do you do, Nick, when you see a yellow flag coming out? Because I'm not really trying to run wide open once the yellow comes out and race to the wreck. As Nick right now is doing work. Yeah, that's just not caring. I get it. Like
Yeah, I think it's tough on these cars because these cars have huge A pillars, and if you go on board the 58, I'm gonna give him a little bit of slack there. Yeah, I mean the A pillar is huge, and he doesn't see him till the last second, in my opinion.
Okay, but on the other side of that, he's got a yellow flag that's popped up on the screen. So like if the yellow flag pops up on your screen, you should be slowing down. You know. Yeah, I think he saw enough, and like I said, the yellow flag was waving. I just feel like if you got the yellow flag on your screen, you shouldn't be still running that hard. That's just my opinion, though. Well, that's right. A lot of people might not like that opinion, though. Sometimes I have bad opinions. But green flag is back out here. Wow, what a start. What a jump for our leader. Josh Clark said, boys, I'm ready. And I'll see you later. Frank Fody falls back into second. Brandon Key there in P3. We got Caleb. First side-by-side battle back there is Mark Murphy and Ashley Ellison. Mark's going to get clear. Ashley's going to be racing Carlos. Old broadcast partner Carlos up there trying to run up through there. 3 wide TV. Done a little bit of work here with us in the lead. And I will say, I believe Harry's night is over. Or Cal's. Cal's night is over. Don't think he's going to make the main event. Taking a look back here. Frank is closing up here on Josh Clark, boys. We've got about 32 laps to go in this event. Frank is trying to close up here on Clark. They both pulled well away from Brandon Key and Caleb Clinard, maybe. Not sure. I think one of y'all picked Brandon Key to win this thing, right? He's sitting there. He's running a little different line. He's running way up the racetrack. He's not really trying to wrap the bottom like some of these other guys. Hey, you never know what car number Brandon's going to show up with. I don't know that Brandon knows what car number he's going to show up with week to week. Because right now, we might... well, we do have to get the car numbers changed. I'll be in a new number next year. It's going to be great. We are getting ready to have a race for the lead, boys. Frank Fody has closed the gap, and he's doing that. He's running a little different line too, like we see Brandon Key entering a little bit higher, coming off there towards the bottom. doing a little diamond, whereas Clark is trying to wrap all the way around the bottom. As we are nearly halfway here in the first event of the night. Look at Frank get down into 3, boys. That might have been accidental. I don't know. He really got in there good. Now, how's he going to make this pass, Nick? What's he trying to do right here as he closes in on Clark?
I don't know. Clark's usually pretty good at saving his tires, so I think it's going to be a tough pass. It's going to get harder to pass him as the run goes on here. We're about halfway through this thing right now. So I like the line he's running, though. Kind of get that wide entry, like you said, cut it down off the corner. Looks like it's a little tail happy coming off, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking back there at 8th and 9th. You got Gary Sexton right now in P8. Right in front of Caleb. Michael's lost it, so this group right here, we're looking at from about 5th on back. That could go down to the last quarter. Any one of these guys could be the one guy that misses the show out of this group. I would not want to be the one guy out of that group that misses the show. I'd be a little bit embarrassed. Just want to go ahead and say that right there. As right now, Mark might be holding these guys up a little bit. I'm curious to see what happens if Michael is, or if Ashley is ever able to get underneath Mark. As right now, like Nick said, we're on a long green flag run. The tires are starting to wear. We're going to see some more moving around, I believe. Got about 20 to go here. No change up at the front. Clark, Fody, Key, Caleb. This is the battle right here that you're looking at on the screen. And it looks like we got one guy going up to try the top.
Carlos. That top
Carlos
is
said
working.
the lanes moved, baby. Let's go.
That top is working. It's good to see, you know.
Oh, and contact behind him. Now, this is new on iRacing, Nick. I don't know that this would have been able to happen a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I agree. It's good to see that top lane actually working and competitive. It's not just everybody single file around the bottom.
Yeah,
And these guys are handling off the corner. A lot of wiggling going on, trying to get the power down, and that's good to see too.
Yeah, we got a little cloud cover coming over too. Now, I'm curious as to why nobody else right there behind Mark has moved up after seeing what Carlos did. Because Carlos made it look pretty easy. He said,
And he's driving away.
Yeah, and speaking of driving away, Josh Clark has widened his gap to half a second, so no real race for the lead. So like I said before, this is the battle. Oh, here we go. Ashley's going to move up. Not quite getting the drive off the corner that Carlos was able to get.
Yeah, Mark's got that Constantino working really good for him on the bottom right there.
He's got something working right now.
No?
Hey, we're going with it, all right?
I tried. It's the Constantino, concert with Tino effect.
Well, right now, Mark better find him another gear here, because at some point, somebody might use the bumper here. So right now, they're just kind of stuck. Nobody's really moved up to try to make a pass. Ran up at the top. Mark's getting a little breathing room now, driving away a little bit as they started to battle each other. Ashley and Gary. Oh, here we go. We got Caleb looking on the inside of Gary. That's the second or third time Caleb's been pulled up beside him. They've made contact a couple times here. Well, you say that, and he drives right up to his left rear. Everything but hit him right there. Yeah, and I think, is that Cal back out there running? Sure is. Do we remember who turned Cal? He might be looking for him. Here we go. Mark's going to lose another spot. This is not what Mark needs right here. I think he's the guy that's holding these guys up, and this is not what you want to see if you're Mark, or if you're pulling for Mark Murphy. He gives that spot up. He's got another car on his outside. All of a sudden, Mark went from looking decent to he's got one spot left. The caution is out. We've got a spinner somewhere. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We got tangled with a lap car. Michael Javier tangles with the car that is running in fourth, and wow. And then after the initial contact, he still didn't check up. I mean, look at this. He just goes down there and gets his left rear again. That's just, I agree with what's being said about it not being intentional, but that is really low IQ maneuver right there. You got to be smarter than that out here on the racetrack. Like it's wow, not ideal. Like after you turn the guy, you got to check up, hit the brakes. You got to do something to get. You don't just drive back into his left rear. That's it's not ideal. Now that changes everything at that transfer spot, boys. They all gain a spot. Caleb's got a lot of damage. We'll see what he can do.
This is gonna be real interesting on these. Everybody's on old tires here. Gotta get a good start.
Yeah, we're on old tires. We saw Frank keep up there on the short run last time. Maybe Frank's willing to. You know, if I'm Frank, I haven't won anything in Elite yet. I'd be willing to get up there into Clark a little bit and try to win this thing.
Well, we already saw him do it once on lap 1.
Why not do it on the last lap too?
Yeah. What's he gonna do coming down to the end of this thing?
We want some fireworks out here from Frank. We want to see him going for this win. I don't want to see him just stay in line because they're in the race. Brandon Key's up there, going to be third. Carlos, we saw him moving forward there. He's going to get to start fourth. Ashley Ellison, Mark Murphy, Gary Sexton, Caleb, double Caleb's there in eighth and ninth. Oh, Caleb. Right now, boys, everybody on the lead lap's going to make the race. Caleb Clinard lost a lap there. So, unless something crazy happens, all of our lead lap guys are going to make the event. Pace car is off. Green is out. Oh, Frank with massive wheel spin. Wow.
I can't believe he saved that. Nobody else got involved, but that's going to give all them a shot at him. Pretty much, Clark is going to be able to walk this thing to victory lane.
Look at Frank. Look at him send it, baby. Send it down in there, Frank. 5 to go, coming to 4 to go. Frank's back down on the bottom behind Brandon Key. We got Carlos running the top side once again. Carlos has been running around these guys in traffic. He might, this caution might be what he needs to get a chance to race up there to second place. Carlos wrapping that top side again. Going to get a big run off of 2. Not quite the run I thought he was going to get off of 2. Frank's sideways once again. All right. You know, Tyler might want to be on the phone with Frank here on the radio saying, hey, we're in the show. Yeah. Might be that time. I wanted him to go for the win, but Josh Clark has made that a non-factor here. White flag here, Clark. Oh, is that the checkered flag? Well, my bad there on that. I thought that was the white flag right there.
Okay.
Do And joining me here after the consolation race here is Josh Clark. Josh, looked pretty easy out there for you. What can you take away from that event there to help you here in the main feature?
Hey guys, yeah, I definitely messed up my qualifying lap as I typically do. Knew I had a good bit of speed and figured I would be able to hold it up front, but that was really the longest run I've done in all the couple hours of practice I've done. So that was a good little learning experience of what the car is going to do and what it doesn't want to do and everything like that. So I'm actually happy it worked out that way.
Yeah, and we saw Frank kind of close up on you. Was that by design? Were you trying to save some tires, or?
Yeah, I figured that if we got a caution with 15 or 10 to go or something like that, people would put tires on. I didn't want to be the odd man out who didn't. And if I was, I wanted to have a little bit in the tank. So I backed it down a little bit, just trying to hold on.
All right, Josh, before we let you jump out of here and prepare for the main featured event, you got any sponsors you want to thank, shout outs you want to give?
Definitely want to shout out Jonathan Cutlip for making all these beautiful paint schemes that I run on this 28 car, and everybody at Pro Edge Racing. I know it has a Ford stickers on it this week, and shout out to Andrew Rucker for that. But yeah, definitely all of those guys and all of you guys for helping put this show on.
All right, congratulations on your run, Josh Clark, and we look forward to seeing you try to take home the trophy in the feature tonight.
All right, thanks, guys.
And yeah, we are joined by Mark Murphy, aka the world's slowest chicken. Not the world's slowest chicken tonight, Mark. Talk to us about that race, and you were at that cutoff spot and until you weren't there right at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with Josh. I wish I'd have taken tires once I realized that there were only 8 cars on the lead lap. Maybe been able to go forward a little bit. Um, but we made the show. That's the main thing, and get everybody a chance to see the Black Magic Santa Claus this evening.
Well, that's right. And now you're going to be starting there at the back. What's your approach here for this featured event tonight?
Don't hit anything. Don't get hit by anybody, and try not to land the hood up in the 14th row. I think that's going to be just run all the laps and not hit anything is the goal. I don't run short tracks much, let alone cars with fenders. So this is all a foreign concept, and it's really amazed me too how close this field is. There were only like in the top 30, it was only like 2/10 from the pole to the back. So everybody here is pretty close, and saving tires is going to be at a premium. I don't know. I don't know if you're in the back that you can pit and get fresh tires and stay on the lead lap. So you're going to have to manage that situation because you're going to have to stop at least once and just I think the main thing here tonight, though, Chris and Dave and Nick is going to be just don't hit anything. If two
Did
nights
you
ago
watch
was any,
Monday?
I was in exactly 17 accidents Monday night, so there's going to be yellows, and it's just a matter of don't hit nothing.
That's going to be easier said than done. I wouldn't go in saying don't hit nothing. Don't hit anything hard. I think that's the way to do it. I
Yeah,
think
I mean,
everybody's going to get a piece of something.
yeah, and that's the thing too. I mean, you don't know, who's you almost can't see coming around 3 and 4. That's going to be an issue too. Guys spin out, they spin down the bottom. You can't see nothing coming off of turn 4. So you have guys parked down there, and if the yellow just comes out, you're just going to have pileups and chain react because you can't see. So that's going to be the hard thing. But like I said, just don't hit nothing, and if y'all don't call my name, it'll be a good night. How's that?
Well, we got to call it when it's coming across the line in first place, right? You're winning the thing.
I'll consider anything above 30th a win. How's that?
All right, Mark. Before we let you get ready to race here, because I know the lobby is up, and I believe he's going to advance it here at some point. So, any sponsors you want to thank, shout out you want to give?
Yeah, if y'all need some paints, go see Andy over at Black Magic Designs. We ran the Truckster last night, and we got Santa Claus on the car tonight, and so um, it's awesome. Got to thank Admin Box for their help and support. Raceverse, No Pass Media, Lassie Online Racing League, and of course Chad and all the guys at Little Eagle. It's gonna be a fun night.
All right, we look forward to watching you. Hopefully, y'all put on a great show, have some green flag racing, and make it exciting for us up here.
Yeah, no worries. We will.
Spoken with some true confidence there from Mark Murphy. So we've got the field. They are set.
I am just
They
now
are out
loading
here.
in, so hold on.
They are out here doing some warm-up laps. Are we still live?
Yes, we are still live. I can go quiet if you want to, or we can just still talk to the people.
Oh, we're good. I didn't know if we were still live because you said to hang on there for a second. But yeah, everybody's out here running their warm-up laps. Field is set. Getting ready to see these guys take on this racetrack today. Nick, they got to watch that race. What do you think they took away from that first race there? Because it did have quite a bit of green flag laps. It cautions in the middle or in the early portion and late, but lots of green flag racing in the middle.
Yeah, that was a good little heat race there. I don't know. I've never personally driven this track. I've watched races here, both on TV and obviously iRacing. But yeah, I mean, I was able to learn quite a few things there. The top seemed to work. I don't know how much it killed the tires, so I think that's kind of up in the air right now. Maybe these guys that ran Monday know a little better after running what they run 50, 100 laps or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it looks like to be pretty racy out there. Both lanes are working. The cars are handling off the corner. Tough to get the power down. I think Clark kind of kept it on the bottom most of that race, so she's kind of interesting. So I don't know if that's going to be preferred for these top guys for going for the lead. But we saw guys farther back be able to make passes on the top. So I think it should be a fun night.
Yeah, and we saw what Carlos did. Do you think anybody's went over to Carlos and said, hey, how'd you make that work? What were you doing?
Well, even we saw up front, we mentioned it early on. We saw Frank Foti rolling the top, cutting down to the bottom, and making up time on Clark until I don't know if the tires fell off or what. It was working.
Yeah, and real quick here, I want to give a shout out. Johnny Thomas supposed to be out here racing. He had surgery there last week. I know he's watching, pulling out here for his driver. Kyle Henshaw made the field, did not have to race in that race. So we're going to give a shout out to Johnny, everybody at Belly Up Sports. They're coming on board as a big partner next season. So it's going to be exciting to be a part of that and see that take place. And keep an eye out on the social medias there for see what Belly Up and Elite got in store for you to interact with everybody here at Elite and Belly Up.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Are there Can I call racing incidents?
Don't have any overlays.
Pace car is off. Green is out. Great start there for our leader. We have 300 laps from Five Flag Speedway. Getting started here. Lots of great racing right now in the middle of the pack. Oh, one car really sideways, going to pull to the apron and stop going into 3. Not sure what's going on there. Right now our front 3, 4, 5 cars single filed out. First side-by-side battle is about 6th place or so. Couple cars side. Ooh, they make a little contact. Big save. Trying to figure out who that is. I believe that is the Vincent Isabella machine. All right, now side by side back there. He had a big save last time on the floor. He's running side by side with Timothy Watson. Neither car wants to give. Vince pulls ahead. Timothy pulls back even. Vince has got him by about half a car length. Real tight squeeze there off of 4. Vince is going to get clear, leaving the battle. Oh, Timothy's going to check up to get back to the bottom. I believe that's a tire strategy right there. He did not want to be out there anymore. Whole field kind of conveyor belted right now around the bottom. Joining me once again is Dave Huckleberry and Nick Massey. As we have our overlays back to a little bit of a...
I called Dave and he got it figured out.
Yeah, Dave hit up Dave. Got it figured out, right?
Yep.
So, Dave, who's winning this race right now? Who's your pick?
Tyler Fody.
Oh, we got a Tyler Fody pick. What about you, Nick? Who you got?
I'm picking, I'm going to go with Kwame Scott.
Oh, picking Kwame Scott out here. He's raced a little bit in the leads, went away, became a pro. A little bit too good to talk to all of us now, I guess, but he's back out here for this one-off event. Right now, our leader, Thomas, has pulled well away from Brandon, who has Alex, Tyler, Ethan, Kwame, Vincent, Justin Fuller, Timothy Watson, and Ryan Gavel all lined up right behind him and the rest of the field.
Who's your pick, Chris? You didn't say.
My pick is the pace car. Now I'll take Josh Clark from the open there. I'll take him to double down. Find his way from the back to the front. So right now, I think everybody's kind of single file, just running along. You know what I think we're seeing here, Nick? I think we're seeing a lot of guys save tires right now. Nobody's really willing to race. They get up on that top. They might try to fight it for a lap or so. And then we've seen a couple cars just check way up to get back in line on the bottom. You see Kwame taking a look. Not quite there just yet. No real action going on right now in the front half of the field. Really all the way through the field, everybody's kind of single file. If you would have told me when we started the night that these guys would have all lined up single file at a track like Five Flags, and been disrespectful, I might have laughed in your face. But here we sit. Everybody single filed out. Oh, here we go. We got some double file action there in the back. That's Jeff Green up there in the 2. New number for him, switching to the 2 next season, and I think all the series maybe. Gets back down to the bottom. And we've got Harry Houdini back there.
The car is blinking a ton.
Yes, it is. I believe that to be the 18 car of Trent Williams. Oh, contact. Big save. Good save. That's Brian Macklin. The 18, they're really struggling just to stay connected right now as Macklin's going to get back around the 25. Lots of give and take back there. See them all lined back up single file. Still lined up single file all the way up at the front as well. We are working lap number 18. These guys all being very courteous. Lots of give and take out here. Taking a look here at Vincent Isabella in the Sun Drop machine. Vince must be a Dale Jr. fan. That's the Dale Jr. late model. Kwame's taking a look there underneath Ethan Stanley. See if he will choose to stay under him. He does not.
Got quite a few Christmas schemes tonight.
Yeah, the holiday season being here. Lots of guys running some Christmas schemes. We've seen it a little bit on Monday night. A lot more tonight. There's your leader. Thomas running around here. Not sure what kind of scheme that is. Call it the purple dinosaur, I guess. It's all purple.
We'll try to find the Christmas one.
There's Alex running there in 3rd. There's Tyler Fody, Lake Norman machine.
You look for that team.
There's Ethan Stanley driving the Blue Egg marketing machine. Blue Egg, the marketing department for small business. And then you got a side-by-side battle between Vincent Isabella and Kwame Scott. Vince decided he's not going to save tires anymore. He's going to try to move around here, go forward. There's Justin Fuller waiting to see which car is going to pull ahead. Timothy Watson right there running in 9th place. And we got a little Dale Earnhardt. Is that an Earnhardt scheme there for Ryan Gabriel? I believe that's what that is, right?
Yeah, that's what it says on it.
And we got Tate Lytle right there in the 56 Days Going By machine.
Blue and white.
Looks great. Andrew Rucker right in there behind him driving the Elite Winter Derby machine.
What a
Great
suck
looking
up.
car right there. Yeah, great looking car. I think he's trying to get, on Chad's good side. He hasn't been there for a while. And then we got Chad right behind him driving a wrapping paper machine. Got the Stay Tuned Sports machine of Scott Crump right there behind him.
Oh, we had Jeff Green in the wall and go way up the track here, turn 1 and 2. The
He's still
96.
digging. No real contact on that machine, it doesn't look like. Oh, contact from the 30, and he's going to go around. Oh, big wreck here. Brian Macklin into the back of Jeff Green. Does Jeff manage to not get hit by everybody? I think so. Jeff might not be happy about that either. Just to kind of get ran into. Yeah, 30 just got down in there, pushed up in the middle of the corner, and just got right into the back of him. Then they get stuck. Oh, I think Brandon Key got a piece of that. I believe that to be Brandon Key that came through and got a piece of that wreck. Yeah, just a little bit. Ooh, maybe more than a little bit. Brandon Key's got a pretty good amount of damage to that left front. We made it 26 laps, guys. Taking a look here, Jeff's right there's where Brandon gets his damage. But everybody else, look, we've been real quick to talk about the guys who haven't been breaking, and we've had a lot of incidents where people just haven't slowed down. Kudos to everybody behind that because Jeff never did get hit by anybody else. So that's a great job by the whole field to get checked up when the caution came out and not make that worse than what it was. So we ride on board here with Brandon Key.
Oops.
Or not, just kidding. Just
Hold
kidding
on.
on the onboard shot there. Yeah, Brian just gets into the back of him there. Now we're on board with Brandon. He's going to see the spin. He's going to move up there, thinking he's going to go around on the top. They come back up. Might have even been some netcode there, too. You know, Brandon did a great job to miss that. Still got some netcode, though. And I believe that 30 car was given the EOL for that incident.
I think the 18 is pulled off. Didn't show him as a crash, or maybe just because he blinked out.
I think it's because he blinked out. Yeah, there he goes again. There he goes again. As it's been all Timothy Watson, or I'm sorry, Timothy Watson.
Axum.
All Thomas
Axum.
Brandon Wilkerson, Alex Coffey, Tyler Fody, Ethan Stanley are the top 5. I want to give a shout out to everybody at Elite Racing Network for taking their time there this close to Christmas. Dave, I know that you got a family that would probably rather you be spending time with them here during the holiday season. So thanks to you for coming out here tonight to produce this thing. Nick, thanks to you for being here. Shout out to Robert Hill for being there on Monday night.
I told them they could take the night off and go buy me stuff. So unfortunately, they took my credit card with them, but you know that's how it goes.
Well, so you got to buy your own gift. Is that what you're saying?
This year, I think, is going to be the first year I only have one kid that I'm buying my own gift for. The other 2 now have jobs and are buying stuff for me. Time to get a pet rock.
Stack up on the top. Wow. Thought we were going to have a wreck right there. Well, that's good, right? That means you've done your job right.
That's
Dave.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
Progress.
But as we see here, everybody's getting about the middle of the field. You see where it goes from kind of really tight and everybody lined up right on top of each other, and then there's a big gap right around the Brandon Key machine. Everybody in front of him got a pretty good launch. Everybody behind him, they all stacked up pretty hard. So we take a look here at Vincent Isabella working the top side. One car just hit the wall going up to the corner, or it might have been that 18 blinking. Vincent's going to get
has left the session.
18's left the session.
Correct.
So it wasn't him blinking. Somebody actually hit the wall. Not sure who that is. But as we see here on your screen, side-by-side battles up here. Kwame Scott stuck up on the top. Oh, there's one in the wall. That's Ryan. Oh, we got a spinner out here somewhere. Was that Jeff once again? Ooh, I think it was. Ooh, I think Jeff might get the tally for this one, though. Gets down in there. Now, I will say in Jeff's defense, he was running the same speed as the 41, but the 59 seemed to have some kind of problem down there because they both closed up on the 59 all at once. Neither car got any real damage, though. And that is 2000 Busch Series champion Jeff Green right here as we ride on board. Just gets into the back of the 59, but 59 gets her righted. Jeff gets her stopped. And he was already at the back, so he, nothing lost. First race in the deuce for Jeff, I believe. Oh, nearly gets into the back of the 59 under caution. Taking a look there. We got the purple dinosaur still out in front. We have just one car out of the race, which is the 18. Well, boys, we're closing in on 40 laps into this race. We got some pitters here. I believe that to be
Macklin?
Yeah, Macklin, Jeff, both on pit road here. Macklin and Jeff Green. How many sets of tires will these boys have tonight? Anybody got that information?
I can go look it up. Sounds like something a race control guy should have.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
How
many tires you giving each of these teams, Nick?
Not like he has to enforce it or anything.
4 sets.
So there you go. They got 4 sets of tires in the pits. Or is it 3 in the pits and 1 on the car, Nick?
3 in the pits and 1 on the car.
There we go.
Well, there's really four on the car.
Well, yeah. Oh.
I heard everyone laugh who's listening right now. Too.
Yeah, I did too. Do we have a laugh track, Dave, or no?
There you go. I need a groan sound. Oh. Oh. The race control is trashed. What happened to Mark Murphy?
Well, there's Mark taking a look there. Got in through the LCQ.
Oh, he disappeared. That's why it said he wrecked. Guess I can change his name away from race control now.
That's right. Pace car is off. Get ready to go green once again. Thomas on the loud pedal. Great jump for him. Not such a great jump for everybody else on the top side. You see Thomas get away. The battle's on for second between Tyler Fody and Brandon Wilkerson. Oh, Fody gets a little bit loose there. It's going to get Wilkerson down. Fody's going to get into third, maybe. It's got Vincent digging up on the top side. We've seen Vincent run this high side, trying to make some passes, trying to move forward. Oh, contact between him and Fody. They both go up into the fence. Oh, we got a big wreck here. Oh, it's big on the front stretch. It's the whole field. It's everybody, boys. Oh, this is huge. Oh, we've got all kinds of cars over here. They're still sitting here wrecked. Mark Murphy is down here. Jesse Rasmussen. They're still running into each other. Brian, man, I want to go back and look at the replay to see. Oh, here we go. Oh,
man, to me, it looks like a little bit of netcode here, boys.
Fody gets through there. I'm gonna go find it here. So it all starts over there in the middle of 3 and 4 with Fody and Vincent Isabella. Ooh, Vince just comes down to get right on the right rear. Maybe a little netcode, but that's where it starts. And then Kwame gets turned around by Ethan Stanley. The 26 is going to get a big piece of that. Ryan Gavel gets in there. 56 of Tate Lytle. Chad Frankenfield. Andrew Rucker's down there somewhere.
Yeah, I was watching Zach Evans here. Kind of gets cleaned out from behind.
Oh, Key gets into the back of the 6. Oh, and then there's all those cars too. And I believe something else happened here after it was over. Not sure what. I believe it happened around the Jesse Racimos machine. Ooh, Jesse got hit pretty hard going in there to the wreck. Oh, yeah. We got fireworks tonight, boys. Watch this when they drive off. Watch Jesse Racimos right here. So he's mad at that pink and black car. There they go hitting there. And you think they're done right here, but not yet. Jesse's going to go down here and do his best Johnny Sauter. I believe can he hang a flag right there? Is that mission accomplished? hang a banner. Hang a banner there.
Hang a banner on.
Accomplished. And that's Ashley Ellison Jr. right there that he was frustrated with. He felt like Ashley could have checked up and not. He felt like he was drove into that wreck. That's why he was so upset. Jesse felt like Ashley did not give him a chance. I think if he looks at the replay, he'll have a change of heart. I mean, Ashley did get into the back of him, but then when Ashley did check up, Jeff's right there as well. Jeff Green was, so. And there you see Jesse's along for the ride at this point. Just take a look at the front stretch here. I mean, everybody in that wreck. Chad Frankenfield down there with he's got some pretty good damage. As we are one to go. Big wreck there, guys. And fireworks for the first time tonight. As we come out of the last corner, green flag is back out. Another great start there for Thomas. He is going to get clear. He's going to get Brandon Wilkerson down in there. Oh, we're wrecking down here in turn 1 somewhere. I believe that was Seth Rawls. They've all got it gathered back up. Was all that calmness that was there the first 30 laps, it's gone. Somebody might want to tell these guys there's still 250 laps to go. They don't have to win just yet.
Trying to clean off the track, get a little room.
I guess. We have mini cars a lap down now. Taking a look back through this field. One thing, though, to point out here, Vincent Isabella and Tyler Fody are teammates. And the contact between those two cars kind of triggered that last wreck. So we'll have to see if anybody is blocked out of Lake Norman here after this race is over.
Yeah, that one was a tough call. I mean, it looked like the 88 was trying to cut down. Oh, we're wrecking back here. Frank Fody.
That's Andrew Rucker. Oh, and he's going to get clobbered head on by Jeff Green. Wow. Let's see if we can take a look at what happened here. Oh. Frank, I think Frank can hang a banner too. I think Frank looks like he was mad there.
Carlos got taken out there. Oh, Jeff Green up on his side.
Yeah, Jeff, you see Carlos gets up there into Rucker. Jeff comes through. Jeff had just got back on the lead lap too, I believe. Man, hard hit there for Jeff. Jeff sitting in pit road. Going to see if they can fix that car. Going to give up another lap. Oh, Jeff's out of the car. Oh, Jeff Green has decided that car is not going to finish this race. Just to put a bow on everything, right now we're down to 26 cars on the lead lap. We got EJ is a lap down, Mark Murphy lap down. Kyle Hanshaw, we did not talk about him, but he has lost 3 laps somehow. Not sure quite what happened for him to lose 3 laps. He must have been in one of those wrecks. Something. Car looks relatively clean.
He's going backwards down the track.
Oh, there he is. Oh, you found it. Yeah, that's not ideal.
Let me see. Wow, why he went backwards here.
Oh, he was in the big wreck. Okay. Yeah, he got a big piece of that big wreck there.
Decided to throw it in reverse
But he can get those laps back. We know he's going to pass Jeff. I believe Justin Fuller has also decided they're loading up and heading back. Oh, Justin Fuller has came back. We are 1 to go. Tom is still the leader. Get ready to get the restart here. Pace car's off. Green is out. A great start there for Thomas once again. We saw Chad Frankenfield backwards on the front stretch not 20 laps ago. Here he is, made his way up into the top 6. Front 2 cleared out single file. The battle is going at P3 between Gavel and Watson. Gavel's going to get the spot. Chad's now up there, cleared into that spot. He's going to go immediately attack Watson, it looked like. Couldn't get the drive off of turn 2 there. Chad's making himself known. Boys, what do you think? Chad going to get up here, do some racing with these boys?
Oh, he's add some spice.
Yeah, Ethan Stanley's back up through here too. These guys were involved in that wreck earlier and have wasted no time driving back to the field.
We had an incident down here in turn 1. It's like the 6 got spun halfway around. No caution for it though.
Barney said he's thrown the yellow enough tonight. He's done.
Arm's getting tired.
Giving the arm a break. Ooh, Ethan Stanley into the back of Chad Frankenfield. Chad gets it gathered back up. Not going to be happy though, is Chad, I'm sure. Tyler Fody right behind him. Going to let his teammate Ethan Stanley get back in line. And we'll also find Scott Crump right there. The Lake Norman guys all right there running together. Typically that's a good thing, but I don't know if I'd want to be around all my teammates right in the middle of the pack tonight. I'd want my guys spread out through this field. The bulk of the field is back to single file. That almost caution, but no caution. Kind of let everybody get separated out here. Chad once again going back to work here on Timothy Watson. Going to take a look to the inside. Timothy's got to give him a route lane down there. Chad gets loose out of the corner, and that's going to let Ethan Stanley immediately go on to attack Chad. And behind him, we've got Fody losing a spot. Maybe losing a spot to Tate Lighter. They nearly have contact there, nearly come together. We're seeing the same thing here, Nick, that we saw in that LCQ. It looks like the top is getting better as we go. These guys are starting to be able to hold them off on the top. It looks like it's really hard to drive off on the bottom out of 4. Scott Crump nearly goes around off the front end of someone in the black car back there.
96. Odd valve.
And now he does go around off the front of that 96. Caution is out. Scott Crump is not happy for one. Ooh, Scott is really struggling. Got a lot of damage down there. Scott gets spun around by the 96. 30 is going to get him, hit him pretty hard. Not real sure. We saw the 96 get into the back of him down there in 1 and 2. Scott made the save, and then down here, 3 and 4, just... Man. Not a whole lot of give there. As you see, the 96 gets up into Vincent. So he gets up into Vincent, and then he gets into the back of the 90. That's, yeah, I don't know. 96 isn't happy with the call, but he went down there into turn 3 and hit 2 cars, and one of them wrecked, so. Not real sure what his argument against that would be. As we have pitters, lots of pitters, but I believe I'm going to take this opportunity. We'll throw it to a commercial break here for all of our wonderful sponsors.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And we are back as we are 1 to go before the restart, about half a lap away from the restart to be specific. Still nothing's changed. Thomas is out in front, working lap 75 of 100. Green flag is out. Great jump there up at the front for Thomas. Lots of drivers are upset. Still a lot of racing left to go.
Trump said Merry Christmas.
That's right. Yeah, Scott's telling everybody Merry Christmas right now and that he's Santa Claus.
As Denny Hamlin would say, that's just short track racing.
So right now, our front two, Thomas and Brandon, are both way out in front. Gavel loses a spot there, or gains a spot. He's side by side right now with Timothy. Got Chad and Ethan right behind him. Once again, we saw Chad not get that bite there off of 2 on the bottom. We'll see what happens here off of 4. It seems like...
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, I'll keep an eye on some of these guys. I know some of these guys took tires. You know, a couple of wrecks happened. 88, Vince Bell is one of them. He was up here running top 3. Got involved in that early caution, that big one. Came down, took 2 rights, and he's working his way back up here. Cracked the top 10.
Yeah, right now I'm surprised Ryan's hanging on as good as he is on the bottom. I haven't seen anybody be able to hang on the bottom for quite some time. As I say that, though, it looks like he's going to give that spot up. Possibly. He's hanging on there. Timothy's putting up a fight there on the top. Ethan's going to try to follow Timothy around the top, it looks like. Ethan and Gavel are teammates, though, so he might work with him here. Or not. Looks like he's going to stick it up there on the outside. And there they go. Ethan worked with his teammate there. Let Ryan get back in line. Chose to run in line. Chad's going to take that opportunity, though. He took the opportunity of Ethan checking up for his teammate to try to make a run on him, but he is not going to get it done. Just could not quite get the drive off of turn 4. Tate Lytle making an appearance up there. Great looking blue and white machine. I got to give a shout out to Tate there. That's a great looking car. Really a fan of that paint scheme. Too bad we don't have Josh up here. Josh is like the paint scheme guy, and he has opinions on all paint schemes. He might tell us about this scheme and what he hates about it or something. He might say it looks too much like a zebra or something. But I think it looks great. I love the blue and white there. Taking a look back here, like this is where these are some of the cars you pointed out, Nick. Some of these guys got tires. I'm not sure about Kwame, but you pointed out Vincent's got tires. We saw Kwame spinning earlier. We saw Vince get an EOL for the incident he caused, which Vince was really happy with. He couldn't thank you enough for giving that EOL. Right now, Kwame's all over the back of Vincent. Kwame's going to do an elevator move, going to look 3 wide. Chooses better of it. Man, I thought we were fixing to throw the yellow flag right there for a second, boys. As back up here a little further, Chad Frankenfield is trying to get around Ethan Stanley. He's pulled up dead even. Sends it down into the corner. He nearly gets it to the back of Gavel. Ethan hanging on tough on that top side. Chad's all over the back of Ryan once again. Looks like Chad's getting into the corner quite a bit harder than the cars in front of him. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, I think Chad's going for it down there on the bottom. I don't know if he's on tires or not, like he said, but he's kept his car clean. You know, he missed the big one, a couple big ones we had.
Well, he was backwards in one of the wrecks.
Oh, that's fine. He didn't hit nothing.
First car on new tires
is Kwame. Is that what you said?
Yep. Got tires on lap 73.
I'm wondering if he had tires, and it looks like he does. He's working around the top side of these boys right now. He's about to come up to the back of Ethan, Ethan Stanley is backing up really hard right now. Looks like he wishes he had some tires. Look at Kwame going to get to his top. Yeah, Ethan, it looks like Ethan's got a flat tire the way that car's backing up. It wasn't many laps ago. He was up there with his teammate Ryan Gavel, and now he has backed up and found his other teammate, Tyler Fody. As Gavel's going to look to the outside for P3 here. I think we're seeing the first time tonight tires wear and seeing some guys who have done a better job taking care of their tires than some others. As Ryan's looking to the top outside there for P3 once again. Chad coming up right behind him. Now you got Kwame coming up there too. Passing Tate on the outside. Tate's just going to give it up. Does not want to race right there. Tate's probably well aware that Kwame is on newer tires. As Ethan Stanley just had a moment getting down there into turn 1. Gave up a spot to Fody. He's going to give up a spot to Vincent. Nick, what's going on with that Ethan Stanley machine?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, usually he's pretty good at tire saving. I don't know if he ran the race earlier this week, but I know most of these guys did in here, or some of these guys did, so they're probably better prepared than some other guys to see what this thing does on a long run.
I'm gonna tell you what, he's backing up so hard right now that it looks like he's down power. I mean, these guys are just blowing his doors off as fast as he's getting past. And there's not many cars left out behind him. He has free falling from inside the top 5. He's now back to 12th. Going to give up more spots now too. He's got Frank Fody coming up behind him. Oh, we got big contact somewhere. I don't know what that was. Taking a look back up here towards the front though, we got Kwame Scott looking for 4th, taking 4th.
Oh, a little sideways there, and caught a little bit of the fence off before.
Is that the Tate Lido machine?
That was a 99. Kwame Scott right there trying to get the power down.
Oh, Chad with a big dive underneath Gavel. Gavel tries to shut the door. Chad gets into the back of him. Did not appreciate the door getting shut. And caution is out.
Who do we got? Who do we got?
It looks like it was the Frank Fody machine. Oh yeah, he clips the apron and then gets hit by the 96. One thing Frank did here though is he pulled straight back across the track. Nearly caused an incident.
Whoa! That was close.
Yeah.
Who was that came flying
close.
by? Is that Carlos?
Yeah, that was Carlos. That's
Got
how I
a
knew
little
what was
Dutch.
that incident, because Carlos had something to say about it after it was over. Actually, Carlos, it might have registered as contact on him.
Yeah, it looked like he did have a little contact.
Because he's got quite a bit of nose damage. Oh, he had quite a bit of nose damage before, okay. I do think it registered as some contact to the door. I don't think, yeah, his nose was already pretty hurt. 3YTV, Merry Christmas. As right now we are down to 22 cars on the lead lap.
Chad stayed out. He's the only car left on his original tires.
Whew, man. Don't know about that deal. What do you guys think?
I think he's going to be eaten alive on this next restart.
And he couldn't even be the leader because Kwame already passed him. We are about a third of the way through, though. We are working lap number 106. About 195 to go. Lots of racing left. Like I mentioned before, 21 cars on the lead lap. Frank Fody, EJ O'Rourke, Scott Crump, and Brian Macklin are all 1 down. Carlos is 2 down. Hanshaw is 3 down. Fuller is 4 down. Everybody 29th on back has decided to load up and head home. Nick, real quick here before we go green. What's going to happen to Chad here on this restart?
Did he stay out?
Yep.
He's the only car still on his original tires.
That is not good. He's going to drop anchor.
Green is out. Great start there for Kwame Scott. Not so great for our third place runner there. That was Caleb. Oh, we're 3 wide back here in mid-pack. Look at these boys on their new tires. They ain't got time to wait. Nearly contact into 3. We are wrecking somewhere. I don't see it. I still don't see it. I'm trying to find it.
It's like it was the 90 Scott Crump and the 96. Coming off of turn 2.
Oh, there it is. 96 hits the apron. Ooh, Scott was coming down on him, though, pretty hard there, too.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, is that the car that wrecked Scott earlier? It is, right? I think, I think Scott got a vacation once this season for something similar to this. I don't know. That looks pretty intent to me. Yeah, turns the 96, gets the 30 involved. That just, I guess Scott figured his night was over. And he'd go ahead and do the 96 a favor and end his night too. Caution is out once again. We are under caution. Kwame Scott still leading the race. He did choose to get tires earlier. Chad Frankenfield hung on to second there. We got Zach Evans, Thomas Axton. We got Caleb, Timothy Watson, Brandon Wilkerson, Ryan Gavel, Vincent Isabella, Josh Clark are the top. Josh Clark, boys, he's up to 10th. What do you boys think? Josh Clark going to be able to do the double down here?
Sorry, I'm listening to the Merry Christmases.
Yeah, they're exchanging information right now.
Wish lists.
As Green comes back out. Wow, great jump there for our outside bull sitter if he did not get a black.
Oh, Chad.
Oh, and we got a wreck down here, Chad. Oh, it's big, boys. Oh, no.
All right, this is going to be putting Nick to work here.
Wow, those cars got together there pretty early. Contact between our front row. Gets Chad turned around. Oh, the dominating car of the night, the Purple Dinosaur. Ryan Gavel's involved, the 59. Thomas is up in the wall pretty hard. Oh, that right front's broke on the Thomas machine. Mark Murphy, Tate Lytle, Andrew Rucker is down there. I'm going to tell you what, too, boys. There's one car that just did an amazing job to get through that, and that is the Josh Clark machine. As you take a look here at the contact, both cars got together, then they kind of hung together. Chad then spins. There you see the Purple Dinosaur up in the wall. The 43 gets in there. The 01, 59. Tate Lytle got a good bit of damage back there, too. But Josh Clark, that's the guy that... great job by Josh Clark. Here you see the Tate Lytle machine. Yeah, they just made contact going down in there. And that gets Chad around. Then everybody's trying to check up. They get together there. You see Ethan Stanley in the back of Rucker. Mark Murphy's in there. You know, Tate might be okay there. He didn't take a lot of damage. Tate's going to be okay. I think Rucker's going to be okay. I think, unfortunately for our dominating car of the night, the 013, Thomas Axum, is done. But if we can we ride on board with Josh Clark to this wreck?
Sure we can.
This was amazing. Amazing job here by Josh Clark. Everybody starts wrecking. Josh gets checked up. And misses all of it. And we are one to go here. Kwame out here getting a great jump as the leader. Oh, outside front row. The whole outside line. Something just happened. I'm not sure. Zach's hung up on the top now. Gavel looking for the race lead. Racing against Kwame. Ooh, Gavel, did he hit the inside wall? That was
just looked like he did a little bit.
And caution. Not sure. Believe it's back around the Brandon Key machine. Oh, gets into the back of the 59. Oh, 43 comes through, gets a piece of it. No real damage caused or done there by that one. Key just gets into the back of the 59. Thought he was going to go. 59 didn't go. And 59's going to spin, but no real heavy damage there. And let me tell you, for those of you watching at home, there is a whole lot of Christmas cheer out here amongst the drivers.
They're singing carols.
I mean, you wouldn't believe it. You see Mark Murphy there? That's from the earlier wreck.
Yeah, I hadn't seen Mark's view yet, so.
Well, boys, we're not quite halfway, but what are your impressions of tonight so far?
what I expected. Kind of similar to Monday. A little more anger and attitude than Monday, but just the main cautions.
What about you, Nick? What's your opinion of the race so far?
I'll keep him busy, man. That's for sure.
And sharpen your pencil 3 times.
Yeah, and some of these drivers, the Christmas cheer is even spreading to Nick. They're talking about how much they love Nick too.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've had this much Christmas cheer at me. It's crazy.
Oh, oh, oh.
Everybody's in Christmas spirit.
Honestly, I thought we were setting up for a pretty good race when we started in the first 50 laps and had just the one caution, and we had a couple longer runs. But about lap 60 or so, I guess it was time to start racing for the win.
Yeah, we're not even halfway yet.
But I think a lot of these guys will be lucky to see halfway. As we do have a 1 to green. Kwame Scott still the leader. I don't even know who's on what strategy anymore. It's either wrecked or not wrecked. Or not wrecked right now. Kwame was backwards earlier. Now he's leading the race. Green is out. Big jump for the bottom once again. I don't know what the lane change violations are tonight or if there are any being called, but Kwame definitely just went all the way to the outside wall before the line. These front guys getting single file out with the exception of, I believe that's Seth hanging around on the top. Ooh, Chad Frankenfield with the blink back there. And that is Seth right there on the outside for 3rd. Caution is out on the front stretch. I see Mark Murphy is spun. Not sure what happened. Oh man, I believe that's Chad Wide by Chad Frankenfield right there.
Oh no!
Chad Wide and Mark Murphy's going to pay the ultimate sacrifice. I understand that 96 seems to be in a lot of guys' way, but you gotta have some more patience than just sticking it in a hole like that. There
that's
really
hard.
wasn't room.
I don't know why you blame that on the 96. That's not a spot.
Yeah, that's not a move that you should be making, especially when you know that guy's kind of he's been the talk of a lot of Christmas spirit tonight.
Yep.
Not a move that I think Chad should have made. Got to have some patience. Oh.
Go back and check that.
Lane change rules.
We'll check the lane change here.
Race control here. Held that one close to the vest. Kwame Scott is going to get a lane change violation. Kwame gets a great jump. And moves all the way up here to the outside wall. Definite lane change there on the 99. I called it out when it happened. I didn't know if that was a rule tonight or not, but that's a rule. More Christmas cheer for Nick. And that's going to leave Gavel out here to inherit the race lead. So here we go. We are going to wait for scoring to update, and then I will do a quick rundown of the top 10 here. Josh Clark, though, is second.
Oh, sometimes there's just comments that wish you could go out on the air.
Yeah, we can't repeat that on air, but
you can clean it up a little bit. Mr. Gable asked if he was the first driver to ever take the lead while using the facilities. How's that? He gained the lead.
As we get ready to go green, it is Gavel, Clark, Rawls, Stanley, Wilkerson, Coffee, Isabella, Fody, Tyler, that is, Zach Evans, and Frank Fody are the top 10.
Ooh, contact.
Green is out. Great start there for Ryan. He is going to get clear down here into turn 1. Seth Rawls is going to come through as well, trying to pass Josh Clark. Well, maybe not quite. Might have spoken too soon. Clark's going to hang on that top side. Now Clark has given that spot up. Seth has got the room. First 2 clear, single file. Battle on for third between Clark and Wilkerson. I keep saying Wilkerson. There's no ER in that.
Wilkinson.
Wilkinson, yeah. Even those two there to battle for third. Hanging on pretty good, though, is Clark there on the top side. And meanwhile, Seth is going after Gavel here for the lead. And caution is out once again.
Brandon Key, perhaps?
Let's take a look here. Key is going to get into the side of the 13. Or the 13 is going to come down and get into hint. Maybe a little bit of a racing deal. Key gets loose, trying to catch it. Tate's going to get into the back of him just a little bit. Single car spin. I don't think Nick's going to get any Christmas spirit over this one. As right now, we've still got Gavel and Rawls and Wilkinson and Clark and Stanley the top 5.
Zach Evans coming down to get tires. He had last come in on lap 73, so he was on some old ones.
Yeah, decided now's the time. 22 cars on the lead lap. And taking the wave around here, I know Johnny Thomas is out there watching. There goes his race car. Kyle Henshaw taking the wave. That is going to put him back to 2 down.
Christmas theme?
Yeah, Belly Up Sports right there. And Johnny, if you're watching, you're more than welcome to join us.
The booth door is always open.
Yeah, not sure what kind of medication you're on, but you're welcome to be here. And not sure if he maybe feels all right about missing this race the way it's going. We are still 10 laps away from halfway right here. Doing some pacing, I believe. Still 2 to go. No 1 to go that time. A couple of cars barely beat the pace car off. You know what that Kyle Henshaw machine needs?
What's it need?
It needs some snowflakes falling on it, I think. It might have some. Just hard to see them the way the scheme is.
Yeah, it's got some. They're in the lighter blue.
Yeah. Needs to be a little wider. Like, see some snowflakes. It's hard to see.
Blue Christmas.
Because the blues, yeah, the blues are super close. Now we have 1 to green. I believe there's still plenty of time in the lobby. We're not going to run short on time tonight. Just some of these guys are going to be short on... they're going to use up all their Christmas spirit here during this race. As Gavel has picked the top this time. Green is out. Oh, Gavel doesn't go.
No, he missed a shift or something.
Oh, man. And we're wrecking here hard. Hard wrecking on the front stretch. I believe that's Vincent. And I believe there are some black flags, so Nick is getting ready to have to do a ton of work here to make sure that... Not sure. Gavel waited for the green to come out, and then he just wasn't ready to go. We were literally... Taking a look back here at Vincent. Vincent checks up. Gets hit from Fody. Fody's going to spin him down. Gets collected by the 13. You know, that somehow was only about a 2 or 3 car incident.
How can you tell where the box is on this track?
I don't think Gavel knows where the box is, based on what he just said there. If you take a look at the replay, there's going to be 2 white lines that he's going to go over. The first one is right at pit entry, just about. That's the start of the restart box. It's right before pit entry. And then he got to the second one, and that's where it's going to throw the green if he hasn't gone, and the green comes out. So I think he thought the second line was the start of the box when it was the end of the box.
But right now he's in the restart zone. He just went into it.
Yeah, he's in the zone. And I don't think he realizes. I think he thinks this line right here is the start of the zone, but it's actually the...
So at that point, it goes green, and everybody goes, and he doesn't go.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he realized where the box was, where the zone was. So I think that's what happened there. Gavel didn't realize where the zone was. He thought it started when it ended, and then the green came out. And right now, Seth Rawls, that's going to put him in the lead. Brandon Wilkinson is in second. Ethan Stanley, Ryan Gavel, Alex Coffey, Frank Fody, Todd Valdez, Josh Clark, Tyler Fody, and Mitch Dranowski round out the top 10.
That's how I'd pronounce it.
I'm terrible with names, so if I mess up your name...
Just be glad it wasn't Gerald.
You can see me about it later. You can message me, find me somewhere. We are at 1 to green. Green is out. Great start there for Seth. Oh, was that almost a lane change violation? That's
yeah, they'll have to look at that.
Man, Nick's going to be making a lot of friends tonight. He's going to have a lot of Christmas cards. Because I believe that was one. I think he tried to come back, but I think the damage was done. Right now, he is the leader, though. We got Seth, Ethan Stanley, Brandon Wilkinson clear out. Then the battle's on between Gavel and Coffey. Side by side for 4th place. Ryan's trying to hold on the top here. Side by side for the lead. Here goes Ethan Stanley. Taking a look. It's going to stay just inside of Seth. Seth does a big wall. Oh, comes back down. They make contact.
They both saved it.
And
there goes
Gavel
around.
Spun here on the front stretch. Oh, are they wrecking coming up to him? No, they're not. They're good. I'm not sure if they reacted to what was going on in front of them. We saw Stanley and Seth get together. And that got Ryan turned around. But no other cars involved. Yeah, and I'm not sure how race control...
Gavel's trying to say you didn't give me the UL in time, so.
But that 25 did move up across those white hash marks on that last restart.
Yeah, I don't think Nick's had a chance to look at that yet.
Yeah, he got 3/4 of his car over there before the start-finish line. Not sure if there was room out there for another car or not. I mean, I feel like if you call it on one, you kind of got to call that one. But we will see. It is not my call. It is Nick's call. And taking a look here at the replay, you're going to see this 25. He keeps going up, going up, going up, going up. Still going up. He's got his lefts on the hash marks by the time he gets to the line. So
Yep.
yeah, I definitely think that's got to be a call that race control makes. Right now, Ethan Stanley is the leader. We are at 2 to green, I believe.
He's just catching up. He got the 0-1 for a restart violation. I need to move forward one. Nick with the backlog tonight.
Yeah, I think if it doesn't happen here, it's not going to happen at all because I don't know that you can penalize somebody 2 or 3 restarts later for a restart violation.
Well, he just gave Gavel his for 2 cautions ago.
It's a busy night up there for Nick.
Just give them all
It is
one.
busy. We need a second guy up here.
We're trying to help. No, we would give him an EOL.
To talk about that restart, I'm gonna let that one go because he didn't fully go all the way up. He kind of went up like half a lane. I will warn him about it though, in case it does happen again here.
7/8 of a lane, but okay.
As we get ready to go green, Ethan Stanley gets a great jump.
Let's see where he goes.
He was well aware of the rule,
yep.
I think. I believe he's going to pull Brandon Wilkinson through a second. And here comes Alex, I believe that to be right there coming through as well. Trying to come through to third. They got Seth stuck up on the top. You know, in that 96 that everybody's talked about all night, being in the way. I mean, there he sits, up there in the top 5.
Ooh, car close to being around. That was Chad.
For now, anyway. You get Chad on the inside of 3 wide. Who's surprised? And Tate giving him a little bit of a holiday shot out there. So right now, the race for the lead is about to be on. Ethan Stanley's got company. Look how wide Ethan is compared to Brandon down into turn 1. Brandon's really running the tidy line.
Oh, we got our cars around.
Oh, we got... What's going on over here? We got to take a look at this. His caution is out. Oh, I believe it's the 96 getting more...
Get more Christmas wishes.
He gets into the 7, turns him... Who gets into Clark. But the damage is done. Both Fodies are in that pretty hard. Chad's in that really hard. Tate Lytle. Oh, man. That was a nasty wreck. Great job to Kwame missing that wreck, too. Kwame just was... Oh, Kwame does get into Chad a little bit. Man, oh, man. I don't know how some of these cars you look at here. Look at how hard the Fodies hit right there. they hit. Frank hits hard. Tyler hits just as hard. Gets hit by the 15 of Chad. I'm amazed any of these cars are driving away from this wreck.
They went under Chad.
That's incredible stuff right there.
On board with Tate here.
Days going by, machine. Here, Tate Lytle. You see the contact. Look at the bumper flying. Cars flying around. He comes up under Chad, gets over there until that's where Chad lands on top of him a little bit. That's why it looks so weird. Chad's bringing his car down pit road. Lots of damage to the front of Chad. I'm amazed that some of these cars don't. I'll tell you what, these things must be tanks out here. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors here, everybody at Blue Egg Marketing. Blue Egg Marketing is the marketing department for small business. Small business owners, Blue Egg is your biggest fan. And then, of course, everybody out there at Worldwide Technology Raceway. It's a great facility, has NASCAR races, has open wheel races, has a great go-kart facility. And then I looked down here in the waiting room. I think we got Johnny Thomas here in the waiting room. Johnny, what do you think about the action so far tonight?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Sweet, yep. On my phone. You guys said I could join, so I figured I'd come on for about 5 minutes. It's been fun. I wish the green flag racing was a little bit longer, because 5 Flags, it's an awesome track, and the super late models is a really good car to go around here. But seen a lot of carnage, but that's what you expect on a special event.
Oh, a lot of carnage is an understatement. You wouldn't believe all the Christmas spirit in this lobby tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a ton of it. Yeah, you'd think they'd be a little bit happier, but it doesn't seem like it.
But yeah, it's been a great race. Your car, we've talked about him a little bit. Kyle's down. He's back to 1 lap down now. He's cracked the top 20, and he might have one of the cleanest cars out here. And I'm sure he's going to get at least one more caution to get back on the lead lap.
Yeah, we've been texting every caution, and so we've been texting a lot. And we told him, I mean, he was at 1.3 laps down. He's worked his way up to 1 lap down, and typically at a short track like this, you get all your laps back, and then right when you get on the lead lap, then you get in another wreck. But Hanshaw he's a pretty good short tracker, and if you don't know a lot about him, he's filling in for me tonight. Filled in for me Monday, had a good run. Should have got a top 10, but I know he runs a lot in Elite nowadays, but he was once, one of the best dirt racers on this sim, and I still would put him up against anybody. But he's still learning the asphalt side, and he's still really competitive, keeps the car clean, doesn't get into too many mistakes, and hopefully this year is going to have a good run in the series.
Now, moving on to you here, how are you healing up? How's everything going along?
Yeah, I'm recovering. I think I could probably get back in this sim racing chair. That's the biggest hurdle right now is getting in this chair with surgery going on. I had a pretty rough hernia surgery. It was pretty large and not in the best spots for recovery time, and working on that. But I'll definitely be ready to go by the start of the season, and probably won't do too much iRacing until we get to Daytona.
Yeah, and real quick here, we got the caution, but I believe Tyler Fode's going to get the lucky dog here. Kyle's going to have to wait another caution. Brandon Key gets spun around down here by the 41. But yeah, Daytona, you got a new team. We got new sponsorship coming on board, Belly Up Sports. You've worked with Belly Up quite a bit, so what can we expect? And how excited are you and everybody over there at Belly Up?
Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to join for a couple minutes, is to promote, the new upcoming Cup Series sponsor, Belly Up Sports. They're coming on board You guys mentioned it Monday on some of the stuff that's about to happen. A lot of cool stuff, and really, with me, I'm just like a link between Belly Up and Elite, and I just want to support. I want to get Belly Up as much exposure as possible, but I also want to get Elite and the drivers, us, as much exposure as possible. And with that, I think you guys already announced it, we're gonna have a podcast. Gerald Campbell's going to be the host of the podcast, rotating guests of co-hosts, and then a lot of drivers. It'll be an hour segment each week, highlighting not only the Cup Series but all the other series for all you guys watching. It's going to be, the ARCA, it'll be the trucks, the Grand National Series, some of the open wheel stuff. We'll highlight everything, but predominantly the Cup Series, and that'll be every week. The other things we're doing too, we're gonna have a season preview show before the season starts, highlighting all what's in store for the season. And then a cool event that we're having right before the Daytona 500. I got my screen paused, so I don't know if the race is going green or not, but right before the Daytona 500, we're gonna have a champion show of every single Daytona 500 champion from the first Daytona 500 all the way up to the most recent one. And that's going to be a cool one, a little roundtable discussion. And this is all just trying to bring a lot of us together and bring us more into the limelight. A lot of these guys, they don't get interviewed as much because they're not up front as much. And in turn, like these guys that have won, Elite's been going on for what, 7-8 years now. So to get all these guys in a group, get them exposed, it's going to be a good thing.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting time, and you haven't talked too much about yourself. We're really excited about Belly Up coming on board. We're going to have some Belly Up schemes out there that'll be hitting the market here soon. And then you've got a new team. You joined a new team here, and going to have teammates for the first time, I think, in quite a while.
First time in a long time, yeah. I'm pumped. It'll be you and Nick, and I tweeted this, and Robert and Mountain Man Motorsports. I hope I got the name right. But I wouldn't be teammates unless it was people that I enjoyed working with. And I've always had a really good relationship with you. I've known Nick for a really long time. Robert, I've gotten to meet through multiple leagues, man. I mean, 3 Wide Racing, Erska, Elite, and I think Vincent is on the team too. I've gotten to know him. I mean, I've known him for the last 4 or 5 years. It's a really good group of people, guys that just want to have fun, and that's all I want to do here each and every week. I don't put too much stress on myself, don't put too much pressure on myself, and I just want to have fun. And that's why I kind of haven't had teammates in a long time. I don't really like taking orders. I like doing things my own way, but if I can help somebody that I enjoy working with, then I'll definitely do it. And come Daytona, we're going to have 4 or 5 guys out there that hopefully one of us will end up in victory lane.
Yeah, and I can tell you this, we have no orders on our team. It's just about having fun, having a good time, and if we run 15th, we run 15th. If we're able to run better than that, then that's awesome, It's just about having a good time.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm really excited for Speed Weeks. I know Elite, they don't give us a whole lot of time off, but that's okay. It's a nice little hobby to have on Mondays and Wednesdays. And like I said, I don't do this every day, so it is good to sit down and kind of whatever's going on during the week, personal life or work or anything, to sit down and race or sim race for 2 hours is a really good time. So I'm excited for Daytona. I know we're going to be really, really quick there, and hopefully we can, dominate qualifying, get to the duels, win a race in the duels. And I think, honestly, I'm not saying this just because I joined the team, but I think one of us will wind up in victory lane for the 500.
I'm thinking you're the only guy on the team who has a 500. I think I could be wrong.
Nick's never won.
I don't think so. I don't think Nick's won. I know I haven't won.
I do have one.
Oh, you
don't remember? I guess it wasn't memorable.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll hear about this for a while.
He won one.
Didn't you spot it for me?
He's more recent champion.
We'll send you the link.
I'm pretty sure you were spotting for me for it.
Well, I'm sorry. So there are a couple 500 winners on the team. I didn't even know Nick had one. But and you're the previous winner. You're the guy that won most recent there, Johnny, over there in Michigan. Got it done on fuel mileage. Great call, great strategy, and walked away with the playoff race.
Yeah, that was cool. We ended up the season really strong. I have a lot of confidence, or I have a lot of confidence going into 2024, just because of how strong we ran, not only in the Grand National car, but also the Cup Series. We were strong. We just didn't have the regular season to get us in the playoffs. The schedule, the A season schedule isn't the best for me. B season schedule this year a little bit better. So we'll just have to muscle up and keep on trucking through this thing and hopefully grab a win and get us into the playoffs.
Oh man, Chad Frankenfield has. Man, Chad was just up in the air all four wheels, I think, down the front stretch. I'm not sure what happened there, but Chad spent quite a bit of time tonight up in the air trying to get his pilot's license. Going to be contact with the 59. He wasn't in the air quite as much as I thought he was, but he did get up there. And I believe Kyle Hanshaw should get the lucky dog here.
I already got the update. Hanshaw does more texting than driving. I already got the text that he's back on the lead lap. So
that code
better
there.
watch out for that 3 car. No, if they keep wrecking, he might end up with the top 10. So that'd be good.
Right now, he's running around here getting the lucky dog.
Yeah, where's he run? I don't even see the position.
He's going to be 19th.
Yeah, there you go. These leaders keep wrecking. Chad keeps wrecking. We'll be all right.
Well, I don't know how many more wrecks Chad's car's got in it for it. Just falls apart on him because he's been in a bunch of them. Right now, he's spreading a lot of Christmas cheer in the lobby right now, too.
Yeah, I've never seen somebody consistently always hit the wall head on and somehow continues going on full speed. He's one of the luckiest guys in this series, but I don't know. I think his day might be done now.
He's still running around. He's still on the lead lap. Car's back out there. It's good. It doesn't look terrible either. I mean, it looks wrecked, but I mean, look at that.
I don't know if I haven't watched the race since I've joined you guys, but I don't know if pit strategy's playing into this. But look, some really cool names up front there with Seth Rawls, Rucker, Isabella, Stanley, even Ryan Gavel. So top 5's pretty cool running order right now.
Yeah, we got Gary Sexton. Zach Evans is back up there. Mark Murphy also back up in the top 10. EJ O'Rourke up there. We saw him get a lucky dog a little bit ago. Kwame's back up to 11th. Right now it's showing Hanshaw in 12th.
He's got a rocket ship.
I think Chad's front end is held on by Scotch tape. Look at that.
Yeah, that's how it is.
We're saying all this stuff about Chad. Watch him win this thing tonight.
He might. I don't know. It's been pretty wild, all these wrecks. I've been super busy up here. Race control.
And he paid double.
Well, Johnny, we'd like to thank you for coming out tonight. We hope that you're healing up good. We cannot wait to get to Daytona with you, see all this stuff that you and Belly Up are doing. And I know that you got a cool paint scheme that you're going to unveil at some point. I got one that should be ready in about a week or two, I guess. I heard today that it's getting prepped, so we can't wait to get to Daytona with you and Belly Up Sports and get the new season started.
Yeah, this is going to be a really cool season, and hopefully, a partnership for years to come. Appreciate you guys having me on, and I'll get squared away here. We'll be ready to go come Daytona and have fun the rest of the night.
Yeah, we'll see. There's 100 laps to go. We'll be rooting for that Kyle Hanshaw machine to get up there. And
that's right. That's a nice paint scheme. Shout out to old Harpoon Designs. Brantley did that thing. Let's see you guys later.
Looks great. We'll see you later.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us tonight, Johnny.
Thanks.
That was Johnny Thomas there, guys. We are now back on the race in action. Current race leader is Seth Rawls. We got Gavel back up to the front, Isabella, Rucker, Stanley. The battle is back there around Kwame Scott. Oh, we got a wreck here on the front stretch. Tate Lytle. Is that Chad Frankenfield again? Oh, it sure is Chad Frankenfield once again. Oh, this is not. Oh, that's the 59 again. Gets Tate. Brandon gets the back of Chad. Kyle Henshaw gets through. Tate's missing his. I'll tell you, Tate's missing the whole front clip of that race car right now. Days going by. That front end is going by. Lots of Christmas spirit out here once again. Tate's working the top. 59 just well, he says 56 isn't there. He says clear high is what he's saying.
Thank you. Yeah, I need one.
Not quite clear high though. Lots of craziness. I think we will take this opportunity to get in our last commercial break of the night, and we will take you the last 90 laps live from here at Five Flag Speedway.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And welcome back to Five Flag Speedway. Once again, I want to give a shout out to our great partners at Blue Egg Marketing. Small business owners, Blue Egg is your biggest fan. And Worldwide Technology Raceway, right over there by the Gateway Arch and just outside of St. Louis, I believe Madison, Illinois. Mile and a quarter racetrack, hosts NASCAR, open wheel, has a great kart racing facility. Pace car is off. Seth Rawls is the leader. And we are green with about 91 laps to go. Great jump there for Seth. Ryan's going to get in line behind him. Vincent there in third. Leaving the battle between Ethan Stanley and Andrew Rucker there at fourth place. 56 going to take a look three wide. Does not single. The 056. Don't want to get hit confused with the other 56 who's getting Christmas cards from everybody. Looks like he's going to send it that time. He gets down in there. Ethan Stanley gives him room. Battles on for the lead as well. Ryan taking a look here at Seth. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get the drive off on the bottom there. Seth's going to get back cleared down there in front of Ryan. Vincent leaving the battle once again there at fourth. Rucker versus Wilkinson. Vincent slides up, checks Rucker up there a little bit in the middle of the corner. Kwame has recovered nicely, as is Gavel. Both cars were given EOLs at one point in this race. Both cars now making their way back into the top five. Tell you what, that battle is on for third, fourth, fifth, and sixth right now. Go ahead and throw seventh and eighth in there as well.
Had a little contact back here with 410 of EJ O'Rourke and Alex Coffey in the 26. 41 got an inside barrier a little bit off of 4.
I think it's been full contact for everybody. Now Vincent gets up there into the wall a little bit. Vincent might be on older tires here. It looks like he's really struggling right now. Kwame got around him. The 056 got around him. Rucker's going to get around him. Josh Clark's right there. And Barney is waving that flag again. And I believe that is one of the Fodies.
Oh, there's Chad.
I think Chad might have been involved in that. Oh, he just gets hit by the 15. Might have been a tire difference there.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm not sure. The 41 looks like he got like just kind of slowed or something there. I don't know.
I don't know if he's slow. He doesn't really slow down compared to the 6 or the 21. Just the 15 speeds up. The 15 is the only car I see difference in speed there. Gets Frank spun around.
Yeah, he dropped back off of him, and then he came back at him.
I guess. It's weird.
And Frank once again involved in another incident. As you can see here, the 6, the 41, the 21, all running the same speed. I think Chad's just on fresher tires and maybe didn't realize quite the closing rate he was going to have. I think that's what that was.
I know what my insurance agent would say.
What's that? What would your insurance agent say?
The 15 would be at fault.
Seth Rawls, Ryan Gavel, Brandon Wilkinson, Kwame Scott, Andrew Rucker, Josh Clark, Ethan Stanley, Tyler Fody, Mark Murphy, Alex Coffey are the top 10. Then we got Zach Evans, Brandon Key, Frank Fody, EJ O'Rourke, Gary Sexton, Vincent Isabella, Tate Lytle, Kyle Hanshaw, and everyone else is multiple laps down. Carlos is still running out here 2 laps down. Justin Fuller still running at 4 laps down. Everybody else, though, is done. So we're just down to 21 cars here on the racetrack. I believe we should be getting one to go this time. We have 80 laps left in the race. Boys, over or under 10 cars, how many cars are running here at the end of this thing? You taking the over 10 or under 10?
I'll take the under just for fun. We're already over.
Thinking, Nick? If Nick parks too many cars here,
he has control.
Now these guys getting their second tallies of the night. It's going to lead to them getting parked. It's Chad Frankfield right there, picked up his second tally of the night, and he has been given the opportunity to watch this race from pit road.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Oprah out here. Like, you get parked. And I hate parking people, but, you know, got to make the calls.
One thing I will say, Chad took it pretty well. He didn't spread any Christmas cheer to you as green flag is back out. Great start there for Seth. Leaving him to battle there for second. Ryan Gavel on the top, Brandon Wilkinson on the bottom. And Tate Lytle has left the session. Too much damage for that machine. Great looking car. I hope Tate kind of incorporates that car into his Xfinity or Cup car next season. I think that paint scheme looked great. It might have been the best paint scheme out here on the racetrack that wasn't Christmas themed. Maybe even it might have been better than the ones that are Christmas themed too. That's a great looking car that he was driving. So we got a side-by-side battle for the lead. Seth versus Brandon. We saw Brandon run top 3 a lot early in the night. Ran second to the Purple Dinosaur, who has been wrecked out. It feels like 2 days ago, but maybe just 150 laps ago or so. And Brandon is not quite clear. I thought he was going to get clear. He's going to be not clear again. Seth is getting a great run here off each end of the speedway right now. Brandon once again rolling that bottom. Seth not giving him a whole lot of space right there. Stayed close to that right rear. And Kwame gets up to third. We know he's on a little bit fresher tires. And now Brandon gets cleared. Kwame's going to be up here to attack Seth now as well. Put Kwame into second. Gets clear of Seth down the front stretch. Seth is now going to have to battle Ryan here for the third position. And Seth is going to get it. That's going to get most of the field single file right there. All of a sudden, these boys have decided that they want a little bit of patience out here. Brandon pulling away from Kwame right now. I'm going to get a little input here from you guys. Have you made your last stop? And if not, when are you going to make it?
I don't think so. I think you want to pit. I mean, ideally, I think you want to pit with 50 to go or under to give yourself a shot here. But the way the cautions are falling, I think they're going to get that opportunity. But yeah, you know, I think I want to save a set for 50 to go or under.
So if the caution comes out now, you're not pitting yet for the last stop?
Not if I have one more set. If I got 2 sets, sure. But
he can do both. He has a set.
You can pit with 70 to go and then pit again. I think.
How many sets of tires do I have?
64.
I don't know. How many times have you pitted tonight, Nick? You know, we'll start doing this during the races when we're up here together. I'll ask you every time you pitting right here, and we'll do it like you're just running the race and pitting, and we'll see how many sets you have left. I don't think it matters though. I don't care if you got 3 sets laying in there. You're only going to pit once between now and then. I think it's too hard to pass, and some of these cautions, you know, have been 3 or 4 right in a row. 3 or 4 cautions right in a row, you've burned off 25 laps. As right now, Brandon is pulling away. Got a half a second lead over Kwame. Seth is back there behind him. Then you got Ryan, Clark, Rucker, all over the back of Clark. Side-by-side battle with Tyler Fody and Alex Coffey back there for the 7th position. And the sun is starting to set. So the track is going to go through a change here before the end of the race. As Fody and Coffey go door to door.
So we got 2 guys in the waiting room now.
Who we got down there? Oh, we got Chad Frankenfield and Tate Lytle.
Yeah.
Well, which one we want first?
You probably got to take the boss first.
Take the boss first?
I'm not sure if the other guy is just going to want to bash the newcomers to our league.
Well, we are joined here by Chad Frankenfield. Chad, not the way you wanted your night to end there. And, man, you hit a lot of stuff out there tonight. Not all of your own doing. A whole lot of craziness out there at parts of this race. So talk to us about it.
Oh, yeah. Can you guys hear me right?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, it was, it's an off-season event. I'm not too worried about some of the things. I kind of think that, you know, I'm not going to, I thought maybe the 3-wide deal was the 96. I don't really know what much I could have done different there because he kind of blew the corner and came down. But I think Frank's definitely my fault. But, you know, Nick's doing the best he can. These are always the toughest races to off track because things are always crazy. And, these cars are so much fun to drive, but the physics are not too good in terms of contact. They're very flimsy. There's really, I mean, you could tap the guy and he spins out. So it's really, it's not as, you think it'd be easier than what it is, but it's really difficult to get green flag racing because you can't make contact. But I mean, I think it's fun. I think guys are having a good time with it.
Yeah, and it was a very exciting race and a special event here for Elite. So talk to us more about these special events. We got any more of them on the books coming soon, or just to wait and see on the social media channels there?
Let me mute my chat here. Yeah, and you guys can cut me off if there's anything going on. I'm watching the stream here as well, so yeah, I'm just thankful for all the guys that came out tonight. Last time we did this, we were supported with Speed 51, so it made it a lot easier to do that. So it's our first Winter Derby on our own. But yeah, we got an awesome season coming up. Belly Up Sports is sponsoring a Cup Series for Billis Photographies. You know, Stay Tuned Sports, Orange for Peace, all coming back. it's going to be a really epic season next year. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, our Speed Week starts here in just about a month, really. The Clash and then the duels and all that. So ARCA starts up January 2nd, so that's only a couple weeks away. So yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm glad we could put an event on like this, and you know, our guys that run with us every week seem to be keeping their noses clean, doing a decent job.
And you mentioned ARCA there. I thought that series was going away. Is that back on?
I think Robert said we're gonna do the A season, and then the B season is now off. But that's completely up to him. That's his baby, and whatever he wants to do.
Clark gets a piece of the wall right there. Pretty good little piece of the wall.
Yeah, those are nice looking cars too, 64 and 28. Thank you to those two guys for putting the Elite on their hoods there. That's kind of neat. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be an exciting season, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on track though.
Yeah, and we mentioned Rucker tonight, you know, running the Elite scheme there. Is he looking for brownie points, trying to get on your good side?
Oh, I don't know. Rucker pisses me off so much.
Chad, watch your language.
Oh my God, we've been racing. I've been racing with him since 2016 on PlayStation NASCAR Heat. So, me and him have always had a love-hate relationship, which is funny. But I'll never question his commitment to Elite. I mean, he's been with us for so long. I mean, we're coming up on 8 years. So, I always appreciate Rucker racing with us. And there's a lot worse guys to deal with than Rucker. So put it that way.
Well, all right, Chad, thanks for coming up here. Give us a moment of your time. Hated to see your race end like that. I know you did too, but we appreciate you for everything you do here for Elite, and you know, bringing all us guys together and having all this fun racing all these fake cars. Even though there was quite a bit of Christmas cheer out there tonight, it still was a fun time. So, anything you want to say here? Any sponsors you want to thank? Shout out you want to give before we let you jump out of here?
Oh, obviously, Kicking the Tires, my sponsor, but I just want to thank Blue Egg Marketing coming back next year, Worldwide Technology Raceway. Thank you to the ERN crew, Dave, Chris, Robert, Zach Evans, you, Chris,
Gerald.
Gerald.
Don't forget Gerald, or he'll never let you live it down.
But I appreciate everybody coming out and just enjoying the stream. I know we're over 900 subscribers now, so thank you for clicking that button and following along with us. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it tonight. It's the one thing I will say before I get off is there's a lot of guys that are late model guys that do a lot of short track stuff that run Elite that are shining tonight, which is really neat to see. Rucker, Seth, Zach Evans is running pretty well tonight. I mean, there's a lot of guys that maybe aren't always competing at the front on Wednesdays or whatever, but they're definitely showing out tonight, which is really good to see. So. But yeah, I'll let you guys go. A lot of good racing left to call.
All right, Chad, we will see you later, and thanks for coming up here. And we hate that your night ended, how that Eagle season's going right now. Those Eagles are not flying. We can't wait to get Speed Week started here very soon.
Dave, we might need to find a replacement for this soon. All right, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. Hope you guys are enjoying the racing.
Now we are joined up here in the booth by Tate Lytle. Tate, not the night you wanted, but I'm going to tell you right now, I've been talking about it all night. You might have had the best looking car out here, and I hope we see more of that scheme here in the coming weeks, coming season here in A season.
Yeah, it was fun. I felt like, obviously didn't ever have an opportunity to really show it, but I felt like I had a solid top 5 speed. Every time we get strung out, I'd peak just as fast as those top 2 or 3. And I don't know, just seemed like every time I'd check up for a wreck, some numbnuts behind me would just not, and we'd be sideways to the field and be back to 15th again. I don't know, it was pretty frustrating. And then to get taken out by a guy that is a rookie class on iRacing, obviously shouldn't be in a race like this probably. And it's just very frustrating because I felt like we had a whole lot more speed than we were able to ever really show.
Yeah, you seem to have good speed. Worked your way to the front. Kind of, got involved in a lot of wrecks. Talk to us about the durability of these cars, though. It felt like you could wreck about 8 or 9 times, still have just as much speed as you did before.
Well, I didn't really hit anything that hard. I just got turned sideways. It felt like every.
Well, I think Chad landed on you one time.
Yeah, I don't know if the car felt that or not on the game, but yeah, he I don't know, man. It was just a free for all, and I think of the guys that are left, obviously the cream has kind of rose to the top. Brandon and Kwame. There's a couple other guys that were real fast that never really got a chance to show it either, because there's just no respect, and there's no self-awareness, and there's no checking up when there's a wreck in front of you. I can tell you that. I got hit in the rear end about 5 times. It's like, where do you want me to go? There's a car stopped in the middle of the track. So, and then finally, to finish it off on that last one, I got to the outside of whatever his name is, 58 or 9 or whatever, and he just cleared me top and then proceeded to sit in there and chirp me as a rookie. I'm like, hey man, like, it's
well,
just,
I heard you offered to work on his team though.
Well, I was like, dude, like, let me know when your next Rookie Legends race is, and I'll come in there and help you out. So, I don't know. I just, it's just disrespectful. I mean, not that I need everyone's respect, but it's just, like, I feel like I'm racing everyone else with a lot of respect. I mean, I never made contact with anyone once in my doing the whole night. It's frustrating to get raced like that by people that you don't even know.
And talk to us about how difficult that is. These are guys that, like you just said, you don't even know. You're racing, this is an elite race, but a lot of guys are coming in from the outside who are just coming in for this race. They won't be back. They haven't been here before. How hard is it to race those guys that you just really don't know what they're going to do in certain situations?
Well, it is hard, especially when you look up at your race labs and see that they're rookie 2.5, like, obviously never done even any official races. So it's hard to tell how many of these they've really done, but obviously don't have the experience to really even have that awareness. It's not like it was it's not like they meant to do it. It's just they don't have the experience to be in a race with this that's supposed to be this high of caliber. I mean, you got a guy like Brandon Wilkinson who kicks ass in real life in these cars, and obviously kicking ass tonight too. And it's frustrating that we have guys like him coming in, and this is the show that we're putting on, because we want these guys to come back. We want the Wilkinsons to come back. We want the Kwame Scotts to come back. You know, we want the Alex Coffees to come back, and it's frustrating that they're probably not going to, because we have guys like that in there. And it's not their fault that they're, allowed to race. It's frustrating that they are, because they don't have the experience to be able to race with those guys. And when we get put to the back, I mean, if you fell further back than about 12th, you were just kind of out for the wolves, because it just wasn't there. And I know I'm obviously frustrated, so probably talking a little more than I should, but it's just, I mean, we have our normal core group, and we have to see each other twice a week. So for the most part, we race each other with quite a bit of respect. Obviously, I'm going to race Chad and Crump harder than I race other people, but I'm still going to race them with respect. I'm not going to just junk them.
Yeah, and Chad, he's going to take that 3 wide move. That's coming.
Well, right, and but he's going to he's going to at least make an attempt to give you room, whether you do or not is. But it's these guys that we don't know. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like if you're coming in and you don't have the experience, you should be trying to just gain experience and not tick people off. So, but at least they're finally in, or at least having a decent green flag run. Looks like Wilkinson and Scott have about 5 seconds on the rest of the field, and that just shows you how good those two are. And it's unfortunate that they're probably not going to want to come run this race again, because we'll just let anyone run it. And
yeah, we've been green for going on 50 laps, I believe.
Well, I mean, you only got 16 cars left on the track. I mean, it's most of the guys left on the track are guys that we race with week in and week out, with the exception of Wilkinson. I guess Kwame doesn't race with us as much, but he used to. Wilkinson's run, remember he ran the modified series that we had back during COVID. I mean, Frank Fody, he's right there in the 41. He's brand new, but obviously he's got a good teacher in his son Tyler Fody, but he's for the most part fairly respectful. There might be times where he gets into you because he doesn't have the experience, but he's fairly respectful, and if he does do something ridiculous, he'll apologize for it. And it's frustrating when we give guys the opportunity to come in and race with us, and that's not how that's not their mindset, because it just feels like it should. And I mean, Wilkinson, he'll probably come back, because this is the easiest $150 he's ever made in his life. But
I don't know, he had to dodge a lot earlier. That minefield earlier was.
Yeah, I mean, I was broadside of the field 3 or 4 times before I finally got taken out, and I know Rucker got into me a few times, but the second time Rucker got into me, he got pushed into me by someone else that I didn't know who they were. So just frustrating. I felt like we had a decent car, and there's a lot of good cars out here, and a lot of fast guys. It's just frustrating that not able
Tate,
to really put it out there.
Before we let you jump out of here, we want to give you a chance to talk about your sponsors and any shout outs you want to give. I know we hit on Days Gone By a little bit tonight, and there's some new merch coming out. So follow them guys on Twitter, but I'll let you plug your sponsor here.
Obviously, Brent Wins. I'm texting him right now. He's going to come on the car again. I'm going to try, hopefully try my shot at Road to Pro this year. I don't know if I've quite got it, but we're going to go see if if it's worth our time. He's going to help me out with that. I think he's obviously been a lot of help to the league too. He sponsors the whole championship week, so go check out Days Gone By Vintage Racing Apparel owned by Brent Wentz. He's in North Carolina, which I'm sure a lot of people watching and listening are from North Carolina, so hit him up on Instagram or Twitter, and he's also got an Etsy store that you can order online right there. He'll ship it to you the next day, so go check out Days Gone By. Check out, I know we're racing Elite Racing League, but also different entity, but Elite Performance Industry setups. That's what I'm going to be running for here, hopefully. I had some pretty good success so far in the last week and a half since joining them, so go check them out. I will vouch that their truck setups are rock solid. I've won 4 of the 5 truck races I think I've done, so rock solid setups there. And yeah, shout out to you guys for letting me come ramble for 15 laps. And congrats to Brandon and Kwame for avoiding the storm for the most part. I know Kwame was broadside of the field a couple times too, but nothing enough to take him out. So congrats to those two, and obviously you got a pretty good battle between Seth and Ryan here for the last money spot. So that'll be interesting to see if Gabble can cool his stuff up. Looks like he's sliding a bit there. So if Seth's able to do, that's pretty cool. I mean, Seth's a regular, and he came in from the start, races with respect. He's a cool dude, a dude you'd want to hang out with, and I hope he's able to hold him off. Not that Gabble's not, but Gabble's had quite a bit of success already, so it'd be cool to see Seth get a couple bucks from it.
Alrighty, Tate, thanks for coming up here and giving us some time. We look forward to getting Speed Week started here with you and seeing that Days Going By machine back out there and running up at the front at Daytona.
Well, I don't know about Daytona, but we'll see you up front hopefully week 2. Thanks, guys.
All right, have a great Christmas and New Year's, Tate.
Yeah, you guys too. Merry Christmas.
Well, that was Tate Lytle. As he leaves the booth, we get 10 to go. And like he mentioned, Brandon Wilkinson has a 3-second lead over Kwame Scott. And you got Seth Rawls, Ryan Gavel, Andrew Rucker, Vincent Isabella, Alex Coffey, Josh Clark, Tyler Fody, Ethan Stanley round out the top 10, Mark Murphy in 11th, Gary Sexton, Kyle Henshaw, and Zach Evans, and that is it for the lead lap cars. Just 8 more laps here, and Brandon will have a checker flag, barring any late race yellow. So, Nick, these guys went green quite a bit. Caution comes out now. You coming to pit road?
Oh, yeah. Unless I'm running 20th, then maybe I'll stay out.
20th is 72 laps down. Was that a dig at Tate? Is that what that was?
Oh, damn, I wish you were still in here.
Yeah, throwing a little bit of shade at Tate there.
I had to wait till he left, yeah. But no, yeah, Wilkinson has definitely stretched it out. When we started talking to Tate and Chad, it was about a 1-second gap, and Kwame was keeping it about 1 second. He slowly increased that to almost 3.5 now. So we come down to 5 to go.
Yeah, 5 more, and it's 3.25 seconds right now. And Seth and Ryan, and that battle has kind of went away. Seth has kind of pulled away from Ryan. Rucker back there, Vincent, Coffey, Josh Clark, Tyler Fody. That's the side-by-side battle for the 8th position right now. They both run up the track. Fody trying to make the pass. Clark trying to not let him. Looks like the fight's still on. Clark's able to stay just on his right rear. Clark runs way high up there. We're seeing that groove get higher and higher down there in 3 and 4. I hear Clark might be having a right front tire issue here soon. 2 laps to go, though. Next flag, that's what Brandon wants to see. He comes down into 3 and 4, has a 3.1 second lead. He'll come off of turn 4 and he will get the white flag here. Not going to get a caution to take this away from him. Clear sailing here for Brandon Wilkinson. Down into 3 and 4 for the last time. He comes off turn 4 and Brandon Wilkinson will win here at Five Flag Speedway. Followed by Kwame Scott. Seth Rawls comes off here to finish in 3rd. Gavel, Rucker, Isabella, Alex Coffey, Tyler Fody will get 8th. Josh Clark. Ethan Stanley comes home 10th. Mark Murphy 11th. And that is your lead lap cars. Gary Sexton will finish 12th. Kyle Henshaw 13th. Zach Evans 14th. Frank Fody, Brandon Key, E.J. O'Rourke, Carlos Acosta, Justin Fuller, and Chad Frankenfield will round out your top 20. As the 56 machine does the burnout. Well, it was a pretty crazy race here tonight, boys. Lots of wrecks early, but we just went green the last, close to 75 laps or so? 65 laps, maybe?
Definitely settled out there toward the
Elite Winter Derby. All the off-season events come to an end here. Brandon Wilkinson doing a little tribute here to the late Alan Kowicki. And we are now joined by our 3rd place finisher, Seth Rawls. Seth, you dodged all the chaos in the first 200 laps, and then you were pretty good on the long run in the last 100 to finish 3rd. Talk to us about your night and how you managed to avoid the chaos.
I don't even know how I'm here, not gonna lie. Wow, that was a workout and a half. First and foremost. That was a fun race. I think this setup was much better than the qualifying setup. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, missing the early stuff was big. That's what we have to do kind of in these big races. Kind of like the 24 coming up. You have to miss the big ones at the start, and then you just gotta drive it out. But wow, that was a workout and a half. I am beat.
Yeah, and you held off Ryan there at the end. Did you think you had something to go run for those front 2, or was it just a battle for 3rd there at the end?
So I think we were on a different strategy. I think I was 20 laps older tires. So I was hoping for a yellow around like 250, 240, and I would come in and take my last set. Never happened. Those guys are really good. Kwame's a road to pro. I'm not sure what he's in, but another guy I've never met, but he had a cool paint scheme, so I bet he's a pretty good late model guy. So yeah, I didn't really have anything for them. Me and Gavel were going at it. I think we have pretty similar driving styles and reached really clean, so I appreciate that from him. So I messed up a few times there, getting freaking my tire. My shoulders were so tired. I was like wheeling the thing, but yeah, it was fun. That was really fun.
Well, we won't keep you too long. I'll go ahead and ask you now who helps get you on the racetrack here, what sponsors and shout outs you want to give, and then we will let you go and take a rest.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, Shifty Sports. Gavin was in the call there. He's one of our new sign-ins for Elite next season. So he was guiding me through it. Keen's coming back as well. So they're both there guiding me on. Shifty Sports is we're looking really strong for next year. If you do want to sponsor us, I'm reaching out now. We have sponsor options, low prices, high prices, whatever you want. We can definitely work something out. But for the sponsor of my car, SR Design, I am actually opening my commissions back up for paint schemes. So need a paint, need a logo, need some designs. I do just about everything. So hit me up, Seth Rawls Design on Twitter and SethRawlsDesign.com on the old interwebs. Other than that, thank you guys for putting it on. Thank you, Chad, and the rest of the Elite for putting the race on. I did not think I was going to do this good. My goal coming into it was 15th, so blasted out of the water. Excited for the next one. Excited for 2024. Yeah, that's awesome to end the year on that one.
Alrighty, Seth. Have a great Christmas and New Year's, and we can't wait to see you back out on the racetrack here for Speed Weeks coming up in January. Congrats on the run tonight, and we will see you again here just in a short couple weeks.
Thank you guys. Happy holidays.
And we are now joined by the race winner, Brandon. You had to dodge a lot of stuff there in the first 200, and then ultimately in the last 100, a lot of green flag racing. So talk to us about the tale of two races tonight and how you managed to still be there at lap 200 when the race really got to go.
Yeah, these races are so hard. I think between real life and a lot of experience on here, I've learned that, I really struggle with the shorter 75, 100 lap races because it's just not really my style there. Thomas and I got into a kind of a rhythm there early on where it was kind of a chess match there, but him and I were the fastest two of the bunch for sure. We just kind of got ourselves spaced out there and let everybody race behind us. And, obviously we were fortunate enough to have the opportunity to do that pretty early on to stay out of it. And then, yeah, like you said, it was just crazy. I think at one point, I think I lost like 4 rows going down the front stretch there before halfway. But yeah, these races are just so crazy. It'll change 4 or 5 different times, and that's the unknown about it. I really, really was thankful there on that last run that there wasn't a caution. I felt like we were really, really hooked up there, obviously, and yeah, I just felt like it was going to be really hard to beat us.
Yeah, did you have anything left if Kwame would have been able to make a run at you, or was that all you had right there?
I felt like if we had a caution with like 30 to go, I felt like everybody would be forced to pit and take their last set. So I really just if there's a caution, I wanted it to be, within 30 to 40 to go. I was really nervous there when there was like 60 to go. It's such a gray area. But yeah, no, we had a lot left, honestly. I saved a good bit there in the beginning with that longer run and just kind of paced off of his pace. And then I felt like, once I got to lap traffic, it's really, really hard to save in lap traffic. So I just kind of turned it up there. And once I got around those lappers, I had Lucas read me lap times. And yeah, we just started to pull away there. And then I kind of backed it down a little bit there at the end, just to make sure, inside 10 to go that we still had something left because I don't think you pit inside 10 to go. So like I said, man, we're just really fortunate. It just went our way tonight. The Snowball Derby, Winter Derby, whatever you want to call it, it's the replica of the biggest short track race that we get to do in real life. So it's always an honor to win one of these races. It's like I said, it's so hard, but we were really fortunate to win it tonight.
Yeah, and you're a guy that's not typically in these elite races. So will we see you come January in any of these races, or this just a one and done?
Probably not. I used to run the short track stuff full time when Chad had it full time. I mean, this is probably the best league on iRacing when it comes to making the racers feel like they're racing for something. And once he said he was putting on a derby, I definitely had to run. So yeah, we'll see. We might run some of the bigger late model stuff, and yeah, we'll see. It'll all be to be announced.
All right, Brandon, before we let you jump out of here and celebrate your win, who helps get it done for you and get you on the racetrack?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody at the posse. Ty Majeski is one of my teammates. He won the real life snowball derby, so always having him in your corner helps a ton. Thank everybody at our team there, the posse. Everybody at Loco Toco Designs. This thing was the nicest car on the racetrack, and I hope I get to reward Cody with the Best Appearing Car Award here. I give him a little bit of money since he does all of our stuff for free. And then obviously my sponsors, One Life Foundation and Epic Media. It's not much, but they foot the bill. It doesn't cost much to race these races, but it never comes out of my pocket. He always pays the entry fees. So appreciate him. He's been my main sponsor for 7 years, and everything he does to help me in my sim racing, definitely addiction.
All right, Brandon, maybe we'll see you later this season. Maybe we won't, but nonetheless, great run tonight, and we appreciate you for coming out and maybe showing these boys a thing or two.
Yep, appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Well, Nick, Dave, it was a busy night there for us. Lots of cautions early, lots of green flag running late where the groove got to widen out. Got to talk to a few drivers there in the middle that we don't always get to talk to, so that was nice. How would you guys rate this race tonight?
I thought it was a pretty good finish to the elite year. We're done for 23 now, I believe. Take a couple weeks off and get back at it.
Any final thoughts from you, Nick?
No, it was a good race. Sorry I didn't really get to help out too much on the announcing side is so busy on the admin side over here with all these cautions and EOLs and whatnot. But no, I mean it was a solid race. A lot of green flag racing. The middle was a little bit sloppy, but yeah, no, it was a good run to the finish there. And we'll look to be back at it here in about a month, I think, is when Speed Week starts. So coming up quick.
Yep, and that'll do it for us from here. We want to give a shout out to all our sponsors, everybody at Blue Egg Marketing, Worldwide Technology Raceway, everybody at Stay Tuned Sports, Rebellis Photography, Belly Up Sports coming on board, everybody at Elite Racing Network. Dave, none of this happens without Dave, and typically he's not here for this, but Dave does a lot for Elite Racing Network, and I'd hate to see the shape we'd be in without Dave. And of course, Chad over there taking the time and effort to put these races on, these special events, and the league stuff he puts on all year long. So couldn't do it without those guys and all our admins, all the drivers that show up. So we want to give a shout out to everybody for racing all year long and showing up for the special event. And we can't wait to see you come January. But as for 2023, that's it for us. We'll see you all next year from Daytona.